Hello, welcome to this week's video, first one of the new year.
Happy New Year to you, if we haven't already wished it yet.
So this week's video is a review of 23, and then at the end we've got our recipe for our coffee bun for you.
Lucky people.
Our little treat we have each Christmas. It's very nice.
Very nice.
So our travels have started, didn't they, at Pretty Bridge on the Shropshire Union Canal by Chester Zoo back in January. Did a road trip to Anderton Boat Lift before. And then our next big trip was Japan. Went out to Japan for the marathon.
Yeah, we'd spent some time down in and around Cannock and Stafford, didn't we? And then went off to Japan, come back, and then did our first trade for the, I was going to say the summer then.
Did we have one of them?
Yes, we did. We had a very good year last year. Yeah, we've done loads this year. So
we'll reveal at the end how many miles and lots we've done.
Yeah.
And we'll see you at the end. It is tight with a marker. Just feeling a tad emotional now we've made it to Newark.
And now Paul is going to read a little promise to his.
It says 20 bag of chips.
That's my best one, right?
Last night's all
I vow to love you unconditionally, to cherish our friendship and to always support you in life's journey. Together, we will navigate the highs and lows with unwavering commitment and create a life filled.
These persons here present. To witness. That I, Natasha Jane Hinton. Do take thee, Paul Coleshaw. To be my lawful wedded husband.
Yeah.
What a beautiful pair of boats they are. Such a privilege to have had the help of Pythoneers today to help us up, well, to help Paul up whilst I've been off at work. Really lovely thing to have been able to do. Lasting memories. Beautiful sound of Python's engine. I'm going to keep quiet so you can hear it. We successfully made it to the top of Langley Mill Basin, all the way to the winding hole at the end, and we're now going back down to the lock because our mooring is the other side of the lock under the bridge.
Somebody said there's a festival on this weekend.
There are lots and lots of boats here. I think it's going to be a really good vibe.
Another silver propeller Another silver propeller challenge sorted.
Yep, so that's number 11 or 12 for us. Yeah, so that's really good.
Right.
There's lots of boats and lots of lovely people here, so it's going to be an absolutely cracking weekend.
I'm going to ask you for some eyes in a minute, darling.
Okay, I'll stop videoing so I can watch because we've got lots of boats.
I've got a
and a very thin line to get through.
Don't worry about it. You won't. It's the tide will push it down. The river will push it down. Keep it a wide.
We've got elements still on as well.
That's because like I'm leaning over it. Yeah. It's the flow push. Yeah. And if you have to take it down, turn it down, and then bring it back up, do so. Straight up.
This is the bits I get very nervous about.
Keep turning it, because you need your nose pointing upstream. Yeah? Then knock some of your power off. Yeah? You've got this. Right, knock it now. There you go. Wasn't that hard a thingy? You've got it, you smashed it. Yeah? Right, straight up. Push it till it. Yeah.
into the River Soar.
Sorry, I was paying attention to where I was going, round the corner.
It's beautiful. It has got a big power station there, just there. It's Ratcliffe-on-Soar power station, which is closing next year, is it?
Next October.
Next
Year
October. So it's obviously being run down at the moment, and there's also the East Midlands railway station just there as well, and there is parking for vehicles if you're jumping a vehicle with your boat too.
So we've just gone through Zouch. Tash has dodged the weir again, and it's paddleboarding haven, because we've just come through from Zouch itself underneath the road bridge, and there was 2 paddleboarders just in the basin there. I think they were just getting in, and like, we've got chalets on the edge of the water here. How lovely is this? What were you saying, babe?
This is what summertime boating is about. Beautiful. We didn't fill up at the pub though, did we? So we're not quite into our summertime boating, are we?
Oh, maybe not.
Moving into the second lock now. We'll see how that limp progresses.
Actually see the fact that it's a dead end.
Yes, you can see the dead end. See if I can zoom in. And that's the end of the canal. Here we go, big reverse back. Thankfully this section, the longest section, is quite straight. And then once we get to the bend where the boats are moored, it's not too far, through to the swing bridge. And then we can go and see if we can ride back for the head of navigation.
Morning. So, how do you fancy this? Can you hear it in a city centre? What a beautiful view there is behind. And if we turn round, you can see what we mean. How beautiful is that? City centre canaling, even with your own little garden. Look.
I think this might be one of our winter moorings.
Don't tell everybody, otherwise they'll all want to jump on board before we get there.
As always, we're always happy to see Lockies on at flights like this, so thank you yet again to volunteers Lockies. You do make our lives so much easier. Into the middle lock now. You can certainly see why these are the most photographed locks in the country, because they are absolutely stunning. I think back about the progress I've made so far this year. I was really nervous at the end of April, taking the boat on my own, a few hundred yards from the lock at the top of Shardlow down to more outside our friend's house in Shardlow village, and I've just done the whole of the Wolverhampton flight with Paul on the towpath and me on the boat. Whoop whoop!
I hear you scream, but why go that way? Why do you want to do them 21? Well, what it is if you haven't seen on the Canal and River Trust Facebook page, they've released a whole pile of weevils, haven't they?
Yeah, there's issues with Azolla weed.
Azolla, what a great name that is.
In the section from the top of Delphlocks through to just short of Bumbleholes.
So, we're turning round and coming this way to help the weevils not get washed away and create the Azolla weed, there you go, I'll try and say it right, to spread, because the whole point of the weevils is, as you've seen from posts that we've done before, that the weevils eat the weed and then die off once they've turned round and there's no more food.
We did a video, didn't we, back in March, April time. We went to a CRT regional meeting, which was where we first learnt about weevils. And they did use them on the Walsall Canal last year. So I'll put the link here for that video for a bit more information about the weevils. But it's a good biological option to help control the weed, and it costs substantially less than mechanical methods. And hopefully the weed doesn't return too soon when they've used weevils, whereas with the mechanical method the weed returns quicker, so it costs tens of thousands of pounds. The release of weevils they've just done, they've released about 10,000 weevils. Good luck to the person who sat and counted all of them out.
Yeah.
And it's cost about £4,000 apparently, so there's a huge cost difference in using natural remedies instead of mechanical remedies as well.
So there you go. So that's why we're going back up the Wolverhampton 21.
There we go. Covers rolled up, engine on, ready to go. Enjoying chugging along on Python?
Yep.
What have you achieved so far today?
Getting wet. In the face. Moppers. Opening locks. Closing locks.
Really lovely to be back here on the Chesterfield Canal.
This is the bit where we lost it, wasn't it?
A bit further along, yeah, we got blown into the bank when we were on here, didn't we? Uh-oh, Paul's having a go at steering.
Comparison in difference, and again the fact that like she's deeply grabbed. So little Miss Sunshine has got the privilege of taking Python.
We're with Dale and Jane on their boat, and Paul is painting his first set of hatches. Listen, can you hear that? Music to my ears as I walk back down the towpath. Paul has got in his hand the offending item, the old fuel pump.
So we've called into Tinsley Marina. That's the pound we used to live in, and as we come round and up we have more residential moorings, and that goes off up into Sheffield itself. The tram's down behind the trees, and the bridge has a foot walkway that goes to the IKEA. We've nipped in for a shower after going for a run at Thryberg. Might see a few friends while we're here.
Final bit of moving, getting the chain in, tying the boat off to it. It's a bit muddy and sludgy just on that part of the path, but the rest of the path's nice and solid. You can see our nice mooring for Christmas with our own little garden. What has become one of our Christmas traditions is making our own coffee liqueur rum. So we just buy a bottle of cheap rum from the supermarket, and then we've infused it for a couple of days with 600 grams of filter coffee and 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. And now I'm going to filter it off into this jug, mix in the sugar mix, which is 300 grams of sugar and some hot water. So that's cooled down now. So I'm going to filter it off, mix in the sugar, bottle it, and then we can drink it. Yum yum. This may get messy. It's just a muslin that we filter it through. Ooh, I'm spilling some. It has got messy. Hey ho. Let's see if there's enough room in this jug for it all, or if I have to do it in 2 goes. Difficult when you can't see what you're doing. There we go. So yes, it has fitted in. Squeeze the last of it out so we don't lose any. I don't lose any more, I should say, shouldn't I really, with the mess I've made. Mix in, like I say, the sugar mix I don't need to use all of it because you just do it to taste. So mix it in. Get some glass out to test it, see what it tastes like, and if I want any more sugar in it. No, that's perfect. Yum yum. There we go. Pour it into the bottle. Ready for using. Like we say, this has become our Christmas tradition. A friend gave us the recipe a couple of years ago, and it is delicious. We bought ourselves a bottle of smoked rum when we went to the Christmas markets a couple of weeks ago, and we've just finished that. So it's a good timing to get this one made now. So the smoked rum we bought was from a local rum maker in Birmingham. It's a very small company. We did ask them if we could go and do a bit of video in there of their setup and their business, but unfortunately they don't have insurance for members of the public to have access yet because they're such a small company. I'll pour this in and I'll grab the bottle out of the cupboard and show it to you, and I'll put their details below if you enjoy your rums, because they're well worth trying. They do several flavours. They do a honey rum, a smoked rum, and some other flavours as well. We bought the smoked rum because we've had honey rum before. Oh yes, they do a coffee rum as well, but obviously we weren't going to buy coffee rum when we do coffee ourselves. So we got the smoked one, and again, it was absolutely delicious. So it's Burning Barn. Like I say, they're a Birmingham-based company, and I will put the details below if you're interested in looking at any of their rums. But yes, it's nearly all gone, but it is nice. Hope you enjoyed that.
I certainly did. Do you feel tired now?
Why?
Well, we've done all them miles, all them locks.
Yeah.
We've worked with the boot.
So how many locks and miles do you think we did?
I know. Can I answer?
Go on then.
Okay. 701 miles. We did 434 locks, 15 swing bridges and 1 guillotine bridge.
So it was a busy year.
Just a bit. And on top of that, we met you lot. We did some painting, we did some crocheting and trading, and then the rest's history. But it's all on tube. So
It's
go
nice
back
to look
and
back
look
at
at
the
it all
memories.
if you've missed a bit, because I
Yeah.
bet you've missed that little bit. The little bit that was important, I mean it.
So next week we'll start sharing some of our plans for the year with you. We can share stuff with you as we get dates confirmed
We're starting all over again.
and see what the new year brings.
Oh no, that means more work.
So have a good week. Hopefully the rain will stop at some stage.
So we can get out to play.
Yeah.
Okay, it's push that button, ring that bell. It's free to you, us, and everybody else. Please share us. Thank you for subscribing. Be in touch, because you never guess what. You could provide a question we need to be able to share and answer.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of this was about learning.
Yeah, no question's a silly question. We'll answer what we can, and if we can't, then hopefully we know someone that can.
Usually the way, isn't it? See you later.
Have a good one.
Good one.
Bye.
Ciao.